Hey, what's up, everybody? Monsters today, and today we're going to be talking about something I think that could be added into Deepwoken. Yes, but this is not a ramble. Trust me. So, enemy modifiers, right? If you take a look at the game, what do we kind of have right now? Let's take a look at a Sharko, for example. You have the variants of a Sharko, right? You have the Sharko, Alpha Sharko, the Fire Sharko, Mecha Sharko, and then you have like corrupted variants of those, right? But those are like more so variants versus actual modifiers to the enemies, right? What I mean by modifiers is something more akin to the corrupted aura that you see on every single monster. That can show up basically randomly, right? Now, of course, I've already talked about my idea for the Void Sea Tower, but I'll say that for another video. But basically, these sort of modifiers would only really be for like dungeons and instanced areas where it's kind of away from the main game. Because I know if you start putting some shits like modifiers on enemies in the real game, people are going to start complaining. I get it. So these would really only be for some like dungeons, you know what I'm saying? Really hard stuff that is optional, right? You don't actually have to face it in the real game, right? And so basically the idea is that it's essentially like enemy modifiers that you see in other games like Risk of Rain 2, right? So a great example of this would be like a blazing Sharko, for example. Like straight up, every hit would just set you on fire. It's that simple. A blazing Sharko. You might be like, okay, Agamatsu, what else could this be, right? Another example I thought of like a modifier could be like an All the Dead Gods motherfucking Crabbo, right? Every hit gives you anti-heal, right? And whenever you do kill the Crabbo, it doesn't give you a health pack. It's like, yo, wait, hold up. But that's kind of, that's kind of scary. Or like an Obfuscated Enforcer, right? All of its hits have 50% chip. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just block against the Enforcer anymore. You actually have to be a lot more used to parrying. And you might be like, yo, Agamatsu, so what is the point of this exactly? It really is just to introduce a little bit more diversity in the sort of monsters you can see, because of course, after a year or two, people are going to probably be bored of seeing the same old Sharko and then a corrupted Sharko, right? And it's like, damn, well, they have the corrupted Sharko, but I feel like, it's not very creative in terms of an enemy modifier. I feel like they could be so much more creative. And I think it'd really fit the idea of like a dungeon in Deepwoken, right? And they could even make some like crazy modifiers like legendary Sharko, you know what I'm saying? And then I also include something like, maybe a Sharko that's resilient to monster armor and monster damage, you know what I'm saying? The PV shit won't work on it. Or maybe there's like a lucky Sharko, whenever you kill it, it gives you a bunch of fucking notes. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of different enemy modifiers that could be used for potential future dungeons. I hope you guys kind of see what I'm saying here, right? Even for like the thumbnail, right? It could be like a blood assisted bone keeper. You know what I'm saying? Right? I don't know what it would do, but maybe every time it hit you, it healed back up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a vampirism sort of bone keeper. Maybe it takes a lot of your blood damage too. I'm just kind of spitballing ideas. I just want to know what you guys think about this general idea, and I think it would fit the game pretty well, at least for dungeons, not overworld, before everyone starts crying in my DMs. It's just, just a random idea for dungeons. I'll see you guys later. Peace.